Today I am going to present a video on triangles. I am Nishta Singh of class 9th G. This is the outline of the video. So let's start now. What is a triangle? A triangle is a polygon with 3 edges and 3 vertices. In other words, we can say that a triangle is a 3-sided closed polygon in which measure of all interior angles is equal to 180 degree. Now let's see some real life examples of triangles. The first picture is the roof of the house, which is in the form of a triangle. The second picture is the signboard, which we often seen at the edges of the road. It is also in the form of a triangle only. And like this, there are many real life examples which we often see in our daily life. Like the third one, which is a pyramid, and it's the front view of the pyramid, so it's also in the shape of a triangle only. And the last one, which is a nachos, and they are also in the shape of triangles. Now let's move on with the types of triangles. On the basis of sides, there are 3 types of triangle. The first one is an equilateral triangle in which all the 3 sides are equal, like in the figure. ABC is a triangle in which all sides are equal. The second one is the isosceles triangle in which 2 sides are equal, like in the figure we can see AB equals to AC equals to 7 cm, but BC is not equal to 7 cm. The third one is the scalene triangle in which all sides are unequal, like in the figure we can see AB is not equal to BC is not equal to AC. On the basis of angle, there are 3 types of triangle. The first one is the acute angled triangle. It is a triangle with 3 acute angles, like we can see in the figure. The second one is the right angled triangle, in which one angle is a right angle, like we can see in the figure. And the last one is the obtuse angled triangle, in which one angle is obtuse while the other 2 angles are acute angle, as shown in the figure. Let's move on to congruence of triangles. 2 triangles are congruent if the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. And the rules which prove that the 2 triangles are congruent are called congruency rules of triangle. Example, many pairs of triangles designed into a building, for example, as roof ends, would be congruent so that the roof beam and top edges of the walls are horizontal. The first criteria for congruence of triangle is the SAS congruence rule, which says that if 2 sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the 2 sides and the included angle of the other triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent by side angle side congruence rule. Like in the figure, since AB equals to PQ, angle ABC is equal to angle PQR, and side BC is equal to QR, then triangle ABC will be congruent to triangle PQR by SAS congruency. The second criteria is the SSS congruence rule, which says that if 3 sides of one triangle are equal to 3 sides of the other triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent by side congruence rule. Like in the figure we can see that side AB is equal to PQ, side AC is equal to PR, and side BC is equal to QR. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SSS congruency. The third criteria is the ASA congruence rule, which says if 2 angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to 2 angles and the included side of the other triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent by angle side angle congruence rule. Like in the figure we can see that angle BAC is equal to angle QPR, side AC is equal to PR, and angle ACB is equal to angle PRQ. Then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by ASA congruency. Fourth criteria is the AAS congruence rule, which says that if 2 angles and one side of one triangle are equal to 2 angles and the corresponding side of other triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent by AAS congruence rule. Since in the figure Angle BAC is equal to angle QPR, angle ACB is equal to angle PRQ, and side BC is equal to QR. Then triangle ABC is congruent to PQR by AAS congruent C. The last criteria is the RHS congruence rule, which says that if in two right triangles, hypotenuse and one side of a triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by RHS congruence rule. Like in the figure, since angle B equals to angle Q equals to 90 degree, hypotenuse AC equals to PR and side BC equals to QR, therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by RHS congruency. Now let's move on to the properties of triangles. The first property is that angles opposite to equal sides of triangle are equal. The second property is that sides opposite to equal sides of triangles are equal, and the third property is that sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. The fourth property of triangle is that angle opposite to the longer sides of a triangle are larger, and the fifth property is that sides opposite to the larger angle of a triangle are longer. Now we come to the conclusion of our video, and from this video we get to know that the triangle is a polygon enclosed with three sides, and whenever two figures cover each other completely, they are called congruent figures. Also, we understood the different types of triangles, properties of triangles, and different criteria for congruency of triangles, and understood some real life examples of triangles.